A.
Hello, hello. A. Hi, BB8. Hi, Wava. Hey, Aaron. How's it going? Olive. It's okay. It's okay. um, wait a second. That one should work. Let me make sure my Streamlabs is on. Cloudbot, are you awake? Wake up. Wake up. You're not. Ha! And bam. Okay, try it again. See if that one actually works. um, Hi guys, how's it going? Good to see you. I'm doing it. I'm going for it again. I'm doing the ribs. Hi Wabba, how's it going? Hang on, let me see. I don't know. Okay. My Cloudbot was turned off randomly, but now it is back on. Awesome, thank you. Good to see you too. Okay. Um Who is ready to play some TLD? Are you ready to rumble? Oh god, what did I have it set to last time? Let's get messed up! I've had 2 beers already, honest to god. Okay. Bam. That worked? Yes. Excellent. Let's get Astrid messed up, baby! I saw, yeah. I remember one of the things that happened to me last time I played Lucky Loper was that I like whittled a wooden wolf and it disappeared from my inventory, and I like wandered around the muskeg just muttering to myself, where's my whittled wooden wolf? Where is it? Hi Wolfgang, how's it going? Nice to meet you. First stream I've been able to catch. Welcome. I hope it lives up to your expectations. It probably won't though. I'm a lot less loquacious than I edit myself to be. But yeah. Oh god. Speaking of editing, I've been editing the Lucky Loper playthrough, and it's like months behind. It's so funny. I'll see something and be like, oh yeah, they fixed that already, or they patched that already. We will find our whittled wooden wolf. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I was so distraught. I was like, where did my wolf go? I just whittled that. But okay. I have not played this game in a while, so I literally can't remember the last time I played this. I think I don't know. Well, let's go ahead. So we got Lucky Loper. Lucky Loper is chillin'. She's on day 108. She's in Coastal Highway. Oh yeah, we started doing the trader quest, and that just killed my enthusiasm. I was like, oh, fetch quests, fun. Which sounds bad, but also it's like, you know, I do like that. I like that it's something to do. But also, at the same time, you know, I was seeing more and more of Cougar 2.0, and I was like, this is some bullshit. This is definitely just the result of petty nonsense. So, yeah, Lucky Loper's gonna go on a break for a little bit. An even longer break. Oh yeah, and then I got into Outer Wilds, and then just, that game took over my brain. Yes, anyways, Moose. Today, hark. We are going back to, you're on your way to the airfield because I put my suitcase in a container and it locked and wouldn't let me get them back out. And I saw what that was, one of the bug fixes. Oh yeah, it should be in a lost and found, right? Hopefully. Anyways, okay. We are currently in Bleak Inlet, and if I remember correctly, the plan was to get the moose hide that we left in the washed out trailers like half a year ago and make a moose coat, and then use that moose coat and some of our other stuff to get like the highest protection we can so that we can get as many moose stomps as we can. So yeah, we're currently at 100 moose stomps. Oh, and then the wildlife refresh happened. I remember now. Well, alright. Let's see what this little Astrid can do. My goodness. Oh yeah, we even got frostbite too. Except you can't see it because it's way down here. Yeah, we got frostbite. Oh no, our health. Whatever shall happen to us now. Oh, goodness. Day 147 of your Stalker run, your first character to reach 100 days without cheating death. I've always gotten an ego on my previous characters and overestimated my skill of killing bears. Oh my gosh, literally, that's me. My hubris gets me in so much trouble. It's hilarious. Do we have food? What does this Astrid have on her? No decorations. That's a shame. We have mugs, we have reishi, we have coffee. Let's see. We have a travois. That's fun. Oh yeah, look at our poor carry weight. It's so sad. Oh, our poor little carry weight. It's basically like the basic carry weight. Because of course we have been stomped so many times. But we have the tech backpack, and I think we have, yeah, a moose satchel, and we have well fed. We have quite a lot of good stuff. We got 2 underwear on this run. That's awesome. I may go... No. Wait. I may go to Sundered Pass and go get those technical gloves. That'd be fun, right? You would always get mauled and then immediately go for more shots, and then you get mauled again without bandaging up. It happens to the best of us, honestly. Yes, as you see, I have no painkillers in my inventory because I don't want to accidentally heal any ribs. Books, that's for burning, that's for fishing. Oh yeah, I guess we do have scurvy in this run. Interesting. Okay. I remember now. Do I have any, like, birch bark tea? Coffee? Reishi tea? No. Okay. Well, back to Bleak Inlet. So let's see if we can get some birch bark. Good old Bleak Inlet. I can't remember if this moose stayed in his place. But, you know, with our, we have 89% protection. We could take a few stomps. But anyways, we have 100 stomps right now. Ooh, oh, I forgot I get to bring my counter back. Hang on, hang on. What do you say? What do you say? Oops, hang on. There you go. There you are. Hello, beautiful. It's been a while. How do I change your... Hang on. I think I just drag it, don't I? Yeah, I just drag it. Okay, cool. Excellent. Back at it. Perfect. Okay. We have 100 broken ribs. Let's see what happens next. Another thing about this run in particular is that we do not have Settled Mind, which is going to bite me in the ass at some point. Because I love Settled Mind. That's like my new favorite badge. And the lack of cabin fever was such a boon. And now, as you can see, we've gotten stomped here quite a bit. Our field of memories. Memories. Okay. Let's go. It's gonna blizzard on us. Currently waiting for an Aurora to call the trader. You got a bunch of ptarmigan down you need to spend. Nice. I love that. At least it does feel like they've made Auroras a lot more common with all the new updates and stuff, because I remember it used to take forever to get them. Especially since now the trader requires them. But yeah. And yoink. Alright, I need birch bark. But yes, this is the first time I've played this file since the animal update. Or the animal refresh. Besides, you know, just opening the file to show people that, yes, I did indeed get stomped 100 times. For the bit. I have my vest on. Yeah, we good, we good. So, moose markings I do not see. So this moose may have moved somewhere else. Oh, nah, never mind. Never mind. I could always rely on this guy. This dude is like my nemesis, but in like a loving way. I.e., this guy always breaks my ribs. Always. Always. No hesitation. No mercy. No quarter given. Just shattered bones and dreams. I don't know if he's here, though. Don't know if he's here. He was here before the update, because he just finished stomping me. I like how you're basically like, hi, Moose, can I hug you? Exactly. Well, I mean, that's the quickest way to get stomped. I'm not gonna run from him. It's for science, right, cows? It's for science. If there's a limit, I will find it. At the moment, I'm at 100. I'm gonna get to 999. Or die trying. And if I die trying, god damn it, I will start again. And of course we got an odd number of birch bark. This is the way. But hey, we do have Windwalker in this save, which means we can walk into the wind with less penalty. Killed 5 meese on this character, but I've somehow never been trampled by one yet. Give it enough time, it'll happen. I remember, I mean, honestly, 1 broken rib is not terrible. It's really not that bad to heal. And if you have the vest on, it reduces the time it takes to heal. By, like, quite a bit, actually. So, like, instead of taking 120 hours, it only takes, like, 80 hours. But you have to have the, foresight to have the vest on. Yeah, it's gonna blizzard on us. We're gonna go back and make some birch bark tea and drink and maybe do some sleeping. Yeah, can't sprint. Haven't been able to sprint in years. Not in 100 days have we been able to sprint. But the fun part about this Broken Rib Challenge as well is that it forces you to think creatively about like the paths you want to take and the regions you want to go to. Because there are some regions that are just like locked off to us unless we want to use a stem to climb up that rope. Because if you have broken ribs, you can use a stem to get up the rope, but in Interloper, stems are so limited, you really gotta like make it worth your while, you know? So that's why I was thinking maybe we go to the airfield and get the transceiver and then go to Sundered Pass, and that has so many rope climbs though. Sundered Pass has so many climbs. No, we really just can't go to Sundered Pass. I don't think I have enough stems. Cause like I kind of wanted the gloves that you get there, but I can't remember how many climbs you have to go through to get the key that opens the door to that house that has the gloves. Maybe I'll go there on like Stalker or something and see, just to check. Because I can't remember. I've only been there like a couple times. It's a beautiful region and I really love it. But when you have 100 broken ribs, your options are pretty limited. Yeah. Okay. What time is it? Okay, so we'll make some teas and then in the morning we will go to the washout trailers and get that moose hide and maybe go somewhere else to craft it because I don't want to craft here because there's no food here. This inlet is so bleak. There's no food. Unless I beachcomb for some, or maybe go kill some wolves about it. I don't know. Honestly, I'm sure I got the canner. Ooh. So okay. What's my archery level right now? Archery 5. Hell to the yes. You're in Coastal Highway. You left your vest in the community center in Unpleasant Valley because of the cougars. I think my game is bugged because cougars won't spawn in Coastal Highway anymore. I heard that they took that out. I heard that they stopped cougars from spawning in Coastal Highway. Which, I mean, biologically makes sense. You know, like cougars are supposed to be in like mountainous terrain. They wouldn't be in a coastal region. But I heard that they did take cougars out of Coastal Highway. So I don't think that's a bug. I think it's a feature. Hey, big boy, come back. Come back here. Turn around. Sir, I was just talking about how there's no food here. Astrid's hungry. And oh my god, we're so slow. But hey, you know, when you have 100 broken ribs, you're allowed to be slow. Okay, come on, dude. Turn your ass back towards me. Okay. At least the bucks aren't as flighty as the doe. But yes. Got his ass. There we go. Love to see it. Hopefully I can start a fire here. And if not, we'll just run back to the cave. No. Please. This is fine. No Maglins. That's okay. You're gonna be the first person who comes into a stream and says, actually, I thought they took it out because it was right by the transition point to the ravine. It may be. It honestly, I don't know. I don't know what they do. You may be entirely right. All my info comes from just like back-ended rumors, so totally. That makes sense, honestly, because you would not want to go into a brand new region and just be greeted with a murder cat, you know? That's what Vegas is for. Okay, well, guess I gotta stand here if I don't want to break a rib. Also, hi! Good to see you. Astrid's hungry. If we have the opportunity, we'll try and kill a cougar on this run. I've got 89% protection, so we should be pretty okay. 89% protection in archery 5. And I've killed it with a bow multiple times. I have not killed the cougar in Interloper yet because I was so unhappy with how Cougar 2.0 was that I was like, I'm not gonna play this game for like 2 months. Hi, how's it going? But basically, we better not lose well fed. I don't think we're gonna. You got swarmed by cougars performing mitosis in Pleasant Valley. Killed 2, got mauled by a 3rd, and had to survive the lacerations. I hate that. That's so dumb. That really is just one of the dumbest things they've ever done, which is, oh, let's make cougars multiply. No, no cows. No, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I won't. I'm very tempted, but I won't. Even though I'm in the middle of one. I know I'm known for that. Anyways, I don't like Cougar 2.0. I think it's bad, and I think it's petty. And that's all I'm going to say for right now. Because if I say any more, I'm going to have to put money in the cougar jar. Okay. I am notorious for not liking Cougar 2.0, because it's bad. It's not good. Anyways. Eat. She needs water. And she needs food, but this deer was very kind to us. Thank you, Mr. Deer, for sacrificing your life for dear Astrid. Dear Astrid. Dear Astrid. Wish they made cougars ambush predators, but not like 1.0 where they don't exist in the game world before they maul you. My compromise, because I really liked Cougar 1.0. I really liked that it was such an ambush predator that you couldn't even see it. Hi, Mary, how's it going? My compromise would have been that it spawns in like 10 feet behind you and lunges at you, so you have that chance to do a 180 no-scope, shoot it before it gets you. And then if you miss that one shot, it attacks you, and then you get that second shot when you're on the ground, and you get the chance to like, what you say it, you know? But they didn't do that. Instead, they just made it Fast Wolf 2.0. Which I don't like. Because, like, so much... Like, what kind of ambush predator loudly growls and snarls before charging at you from a great distance in a straight line? Like, come on! Anyways. I said I wasn't going to do a cougar rant, and I instantly did it! I'm a hypocrite. My hubris. No.
Remember to breathe.
Okay. I'm breathing. It's fine. It's fine. That would be cool, but God, imagine trying to program that. And that was another one of my things, is like people were expecting like AAA game level cougar design. And what they got was TLD cougar design, and they weren't happy about it. Which it's okay to not be happy about. But sending death threats to the devs so that they take it out after 3 fucking days in the game is not cool. Anyways, okay, no more rant. All done, all done. Cool's all done. No more ranting. Easy peasy. Anyways, we're just gonna keep harvesting this deer. That'd be pretty cool. For anyone curious, I do have a couple videos about my opinions on the cougar, if you guys want to hear them in a nice scripted format with all the swears bleeped out. Blamp. Okay. Oh, mighty potato god, please protect us from the wind. Thank you, mighty potato god. So, I'm American, and we celebrate St. Patrick's Day by getting rip-roaring blasted drunk, and then wearing green. And I kind of forgot it was St. Patrick's Day on Monday. But for breakfast, I had potatoes and coffee, so I'm like, you know what? I'm honoring my Irish ancestors. by doing what they would have done. I think. I don't know. But I had potatoes and coffee for breakfast on St. Patrick's Day. And then afterwards I was like, oh my god. The past never leaves us. And it haunts the present in more ways than one. Okay. You got pinched? Oh no. See, luckily I have green eyes, so if I was whenever I was like a kid and I forgot to wear green on St. Patrick's Day because I'm a forgetful little idiot, if someone's like, oh, you're gonna get pinched now, I'm like, joke's on you, I have green eyes, so I'm always wearing green. And it worked! And I wouldn't get pinched! Exactly, the Great Potato Famine will never happen again. Oh, mighty potato god, bless these beautiful spuds that you have bequeathed upon us, your mortal followers. You are wise and you are mysterious, oh mighty potato god. I know, right, Olive? Nothing about me is green. I don't even know what that means, BB-8. Other than your name, I guess. Your name's always been green. Please don't change your name to gaslight me. Who the hell? I thought one of my neighbors started up a chainsaw, but it was just their car. Okay. Bam. There we go. I love the sky. I love that green sky. Oh, IRL. Well, still. Still. Are you telling me that people don't know about the legendary BB-8? Are you telling me your coworkers don't know who you are? Don't you even know who I am? I'm BB-8. The terror of all streamers. I still think about when we were playing Lethal Company and we had that mod that like repeated like your voice back to you, like the mimic mod. And I was like in the depths of one of the facilities and there was a bracken chasing me and all of a sudden it whispered to me in Sarah's voice. It looked at me and said, BB-8? And I was like, no, I'm not BB-8. No, please stop talking to me. I still think about that because it was so scary. Oh my gosh, it was terrifying. Oh, that was the one. I remember I edited that into a video. God, those Lethal Company videos were fun. That was a fun game to play. Like, is it still good? Because I would happily play that again if it's good. I know they added like a new monster or something and then like took it away like a week later because everyone hated it. Exactly. It was just, I don't remember, she must have been like streaming it and she was talking to you in chat and like the mod recorded her voice, so when I was being like stalked by a bracken that was trying to kill me and prevent me from getting out with the pickles, it like just, it looked at me and said BB-8 and I was like, no, please. That game was fun. I love the way it like made you panic. I love it when a game makes me scared. Which is another reason why... No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. It's another reason why Cougar 1.0 was better. I said I wasn't gonna do it. Okay. Let's... meet. Stop laughing at me, Wabba. 28 minutes, that's... 10 minutes, 30 minutes. Let's do some guts instead. Alright. Come on, Mighty Potato God. Protect our fire. Please. Oh, Mighty Potato God. Beachcombing has been floating me through this run heavily. Beachcombing is so underrated, and I really love what they've done with it. Like, I tell you, 9 out of 10 updates for this game have just been goated. They've just been amazing. Like, the cooking update, ptarmigans, beachcombing. It's just been so good. Like, the only way they missed was by not sticking to their guns and leaving Cougar 1.0 in for people to actually play with. There's like zero reserve. I'm not gonna do it. The Cougar sucks! Oh, goodness. Yeah. It's just been like one of those weeks where at work, like, none of our experiments have worked. And then we find out we needed to do this one extra step that our collaborator just never told us about. And I'm like, why didn't you tell us about this months ago when we emailed you about it? And I'm definitely taking that frustration out like verbally on this game. And then like I did another experiment this morning and my data looked like ass and I was like, ugh. And I think it's because I had it, yeah, I'm not even gonna go into why, I think, but anyway, science stuff. Yeah, so a lot of things have just been like frustrating today. And I'm pretty sure I'm just like taking it out. Like, I think it's like, you know when like Spider-Man gets infected with a symbiote and someone who has ample patience suddenly has no patience, and that's what makes him such a like dangerous like person when he's got the symbiote suit? That's me right now. I've got the symbiote. Except my Venom symbiote is just my lady parts, but yeah. Anyways, that's the best way I can think to say that. That's my Venom symbiote. Take it out on the game. Oh, I think they will, but yeah, it was just, you know, it's just like, my experiments didn't work. Oh, my data looks like crap. Oh, this thing hasn't arrived in the mail yet. Oh, I didn't know we needed this thing. Ah! But hey, at least at the seminar we went to today, they had empanadas for lunch, so that is definitely a plus. That is absolutely a plus, because empanadas slap. Thank you, BB-8. Thank you. Did you know they didn't even fix the glitch where you would instantly die if you got a cougar cutscene? What? Hinterland, explain. Goodness, that seems very much like an oversight. I want to cook you. Can you stay lit, please? Please and thank you. Oh, goodness. I kept expecting it to blizzard, but I don't know if it's going to. It looks like it might even aurora, given like the pink hue of the sky. Or it'll just snow all night. Who knows? Yoink. But yeah, it's like one of those days where you're just like, please let things go right. Otherwise, like, if I stub my toe, I'm gonna abstract. I will clip into another plane of existence. Yes. Consume the tea, Astrid. Heal. Alright. You keep biting the same spot on your lip? Oh my gosh. My habit. I do bite my lip, actually. I don't, like, bite it, but you'll like, I've looked at pictures. Oh, that's an Aurora. I've looked at pictures of myself, like, as a kid, and two things I do is I'll do, like, the T-Rex hands when I'm not paying attention. Like, I'll just have, like, my wrists going limp, and just kind of, my hands just hanging there when I'm, like, not paying attention. So I do T-Rex hands, and when I'm focusing on something, I'll bite my lip. I'll bite my lower lip. And then it's like, if I'm, like, playing a game or something that I'm really focused on, I did this a lot when I played Overwatch, and I had to, like, hard focus to try and, like, actually win those games. Afterwards, my lips would be chapped, and I'm like, what the hell happened? Why is my bottom lip so chapped? And then it's like, oh, it's because it's been in my mouth this whole time. But I definitely do that. One more time. I'm going to the back room. Oh, goodness. But I've been, like, consciously trying not to, like bite my lip. But, like, in pictures of myself when I was, like, younger, there's, like, one picture of me, like, riding a horse or something, and my eyes look distant, and I'm, like, biting my lip, and I'm like, I was focused there, huh? Instead of climbing down a rope, you just fall. Oh, God. Oh, I can't do that. That gives me vertigo. Try and do that trick coming back from the Ash Canyon gold mine. I know, right, BB-8? It's such a thing. And that's what makes me such a great scientist, is my neurodivergency. Ah. Beautiful night. I don't even have the radio. Gorgeous. I love a good aurora. I called it, too. I called it. Hit me. I love it. I love the soundtrack of the auroras. My favorite part is the part where it goes boom. It's just so cool. I can't wait to have like 8 bars of stink on me and walk through this to try and get back to my cave's right there. I'm fine. I'm invincible. Come on. Shit. And yes, I was trying to summon something. I was trying to, like, bring hubris down upon my head. Not hubris, consequences. Hubris is what I have. But I just, I've been editing the... Focus, focus, focus. I've been editing the video, the Lucky Loper videos. And, they changed the look of Discord and the change has been killing me. What did they change it to? Did they change the app? Oh, sorry. My friend sent me a video of her dog. On desktop only. A few people got it. What does it look like now? Sorry, my friend has a thing on her dog's leash that says, "Please ignore me." And I'm like, can I get one of those? I would love to be just, like, ignored for half the day. Oh, so pretty. So I know we could get up to the weather station at Sundered Pass. I've got 2 stims in my pocket. It looks ugly? Oh, God. Why do they keep, like, breaking things that already look good? It's like with Tumblr all over again. Tumblr used to look pretty good. And then they just keep changing it and making it worse. And everyone's like, come on, man, just stop. You don't have to update this. Like, you don't have to update its look when people already like it. You should only update the look when there's something wrong with it. Oh, so pretty. Aww. Still locked in the toolbox. Yeah, exactly, BB-8. But yeah, her dog's leash just has a thing that says, "Please ignore me," and I'm like, I need that. That way, like, I could just put that on whenever, like, the undergrads show up and they're like, "I have a question," and I'm like, it better be important, I'm focused here. My focus, actually, whenever I'm at work, usually my Adderall has been working, so I can usually focus pretty well, but after work, when the Adderall wears off, it's like I am now, you know? Like, if I even look away from the screen, I get distracted. Okay. Nothing left to harvest? Yeah, we did it. Excellent. Oh, what a beautiful night. Bleak Inlet is so pretty. It's gorgeous. Okay, maybe in the morning the weather will be okay enough for us to go and get that moose hide that we've got over there. That's definitely cured by now. So what do you mean your... Wabbo, what do you mean your suitcases? Like... Were you able to pick suitcases up off the ground? Like, is that part of the decoration update? Like the suitcases that you find at, like, the plane crash and stuff. Were you able to, like, pick those up off the ground? Because all I can think of is, like, the duffel bags from Subnautica that you can pick up and move, and they're, like, tiny little storage spaces, but yes, you can. Oh! See, I have not played enough with the decoration stuff. They're RNG. Okay. Interesting. Whoa, that better not be Tempe's. Ah, shit. That's fine, we got this. Oh, they were drawn by the stench. I'm walking into the wind. Ah, shit, here we go again. Yeah, you better be scared. Assholes. Got him. Whew. And then I hear the howl and turn around, they're in the cave behind me. Imagine. Oh, we don't even have the Spelunker's lantern? What scrubs? Oh shoot, you know what? The Spelunker's lantern is in Keeper's Pass, I remember now. I remember we looked for it and had to even look at the loot tables because we just couldn't find it. Wonderful. We may go to Keeper's Pass. We can get there without climbing. I do like Chipotle, but I like Moe's better because they have queso. But I did also have quite a lot of traditionally like Mexican food today. Like I had empanadas for lunch, and then I had jalapeno and cream cheese wontons for dinner. So those were really good. You have the bad version of ADHD where you lose interest in anything where you have to put the effort in. I'm a jack of all trades in all my hobbies, but recently started teaching myself guitar and have actually been doing that consistently. Nice! Honestly, that's why it's so hard for me to play, like, certain video games, too, because it's like with TLD, like, it'll hold my interest for a long time, and then something else will come along, like, Outer Wilds, per se, and I'll play that and be like, oh my god, this game is everything, and I just want to keep playing it, and then the game ends, and you're like, oh, but I did see the DLC was on sale, so I may be playing that. We're gonna drink another tea and then pass some time, because why not? It's teas all around, baby! Get that vitamin C. This Astrid I started playing before Scurvy was added, so I have no idea what her vitamin C is at. I'm pretty sure I'm autistic, then I'm like, oh, this all makes sense now? Exactly! Exactly! Like, I've never been, like, officially diagnosed, but it's, like, so common with ADHD, and also I have, like, all the symptoms and shit, and I'm like, it's like, if you get, like, officially diagnosed, then, I don't know, your health insurance gets more expensive is what I've heard, so I'm like, I don't need to get officially diagnosed. I already know, you know? But anyways, but yeah, I got diagnosed with ADD when I was 8 years old. That's how bad that was. Yeah. Back in the day, they had different diagnoses. They had ADD and they had ADHD. And because I was a girl and my, like, hyperactive tendencies didn't manifest in the same way that boys do, they're like, oh, she just has ADD instead of ADHD. And then, you know, they've updated that, so now it's all just ADHD because they're like, oh, you know, girls present differently than boys usually. But yeah, your Addies help with doing everything else. I know, right? Like I said, I'm a scientist. Like, I need that Adderall because if my brain doesn't work, I can't work. But yeah, I get it though. I get it. That's why I really, really liked Outer Wilds, because it really, like, catered to my ADHD. It was like, it's like, oh, go to this planet, do this exploring. Oh, you died. Go to a different planet. Who cares? There's no consequences. Just do your thing, man, you know? And I loved it. And that game was so good. I actually went and played it a little bit offline and got a few achievements, which is nice. What achievement did I get? I finished the ship's log, and I was only missing like 2 entries. One of them was that I just had to talk to one of the people, like right at the end of the loop. And the other one was that I just had to point my signal scope at the dark bramble seed on Timberhearth, and that was it. And I was like, it's like an achievement. I was like, yeah, let's do it. But I've been editing the Outer Wilds videos, and I really like them too, because I'm going back and seeing, like, I'm like, oh, how could you have missed that? How could you not have put that together? And then it's like, you know, I get to the sun station and you can literally see the denial start happening. Like, it's like the first stage of grief. I'm like, oh no. Oh goodness. Psych diagnosed me with ADD only a couple years ago, and me with my psych undergrad degree had to hold back the thought of, isn't it just ADHD now? I know, right? Right? That's what I've always heard. And then I'm like, I don't even know, man. And anyone who says that your learning disability goes away when you get older is full of shit. You just get better at hiding it, or better at just, like, brute forcing your way through it. It's like, why should I have to, like, raw dog my way through my job and my life? You know, like, if your brain can't produce the right hormones, store-bought is acceptable, you know? Okay. It is daylight out, apparently. I keep going for the Spelunker's Lantern. 100%. Exactly. Okay. Oh, I'm crouched. Oh boy, you are slow when you're crouched when all your ribs are broken. Not even all your ribs. Like, all your ribs multiple times over. Let's have... Oh, I drank my other tea. That's fine. If it's this light out, I think I should be able to read, actually. Oh, I miss you, Settled Mind. Oh, I love Telltale games. Thank you for the follow, Mary. I appreciate that. Oh my gosh. You know, like, when you play a game that, like, it just infests your brain, and then it's like all you can think about for, like, the next month is that one game? That's honestly... Sometimes Telltale games do that to me. I don't want to tell you how long I spent obsessing over Tales from the Borderlands. Freaking love that game. Even if it wasn't perfect, it was still like the worms in my brain really liked it. The worms are what I call the ADHD, of course. Just like recently, the worms in my brain have been obsessed with the new Transformers movie that just came out. And then they became obsessed with Outer Wilds. Like, they just get stuck on things. Just Sunny is fine? Excellent. Well, welcome, Sunny. Good to see you. Thank you for the follow. Your autism is so time management is wild. Yeah, time blindness is a huge thing with ADHD. It's like a legit thing. Do you ever go into like ADHD wait mode? You're like, well, I have a doctor's appointment at 1, so I can't go to the store because that would take me too long, and then I have to shower beforehand, and, you know, I kind of wanted to watch that one video, but then, you know, I don't know how traffic's gonna be, I don't know how parking's gonna be, and then before you know it, it goes from being 8 a.m. to being 1 p.m., and you're like, well, time to go. Like that's ADHD wait mode. That's it to a T. If you mess up my... Girl, oh my god. If you mess up my plans or my day or show up a tad late, I'll say it's fine and I'll lie. But if you catch me at the wrong time of the month, I'm gonna crash out for real. Oh my god. Don't even get me started about if I miss a flight. It's like apocalyptic. My body cannot handle, my brain cannot handle a missed flight because that is the biggest disruption in a schedule I could ever imagine. And it's happened to me twice. And both times I thought I was gonna die. It's so bad. You're into the Walking Dead games hard. It was your hyperfixation for 2 years. Hell yes. Remember you're saying it's Christmas in June or something. I know, right? Like, oh. Is there an airplane flying overhead? Oh, it's just foggy AF. Oh, we're not gonna be able to see. But yes, twice in my life I have missed a flight due to reasons beyond my control. And both those times I've like wanted to die. It's been so bad. Makes my writing for Phantoms go so much smoother. Right, Sunny? Oh my gosh, right? Like, so I have been writing a book for like 4 years, and I finished the book, and then the first thing I did upon finishing the book was go write fanfiction for a different game. Like, Cyberpunk Edgerunners, nice! Outer Wilds is easy to be obsessed with. Exactly, it really is. Because goddamn, that game was good. That game was so good. It's one of those things that, like, when I take my dog outside at night to let her go pee, I'll, like, look up at the stars and just be like, man. Oh, that game was good. Let us not fall through the ice, please and thank you. I don't even know where we're going. Can I? Because I can't run. Ice, please. Please. This is fine. Oh, nice. I don't know what that one is, but I understand. Yeah. Okay, so the first time I ever missed a flight was because it was a connecting flight, and we got on, we were supposed to have like an hour-and-a-half layover, and you know, we got on our first plane, and then we sat on the runway, and for like half an hour, and then they were like, oh, the check engine light's on, everyone get off, we have to bring out a new plane out of like storage, we have to defrost a new plane. Where the hell am I? Oh geez, I'm turning around, aren't I? Anyways, it took them so long to get us going, and I was so stressed the whole time, and then of course we land like literally 30 seconds after our connecting flight has taken off, and then we have to wait in the airport in South Carolina for 8 hours to get another flight. And I was like, this is the worst thing ever. I mean, it also didn't help that we had gotten up at 3 a.m. We had like no food in our stomach, and we were all stressed and tired. And then the second time was just when my family and I took a trip to Turks and Caicos, which I had never been to before, and we went there. What were we celebrating? I don't remember what we were celebrating exactly, but we were celebrating something. And oh, I think we went there for Christmas actually. Yeah. I don't even know where I am. I'm so turned around. I'm just gonna keep pushing on and hope that we find somewhere. But yeah, anyways, you know how rinky-dink Caribbean airports are sometimes. Oh, no. Okay. Anyways, the plane needed its tire changed And because of, you know, flight laws and regulations and stuff, the crew can only be on a plane for a certain amount of time. And so while the plane was getting its tire changed, the crew stayed on the plane. And then as soon as the tire was changed and they're like, all right, let's start boarding, they were like, and the crew's been on too long and they like legally cannot fly. So everyone go away. And I was like, because like we were supposed to like get a connecting flight. You know, like our connecting flight was going to be like 8 hours different, so we weren't too worried about that. But it was like, even if we were back in like the continental US, we could still drive. But no, we were stuck on an island. And then I did a little bit. And then like they're like, all right, go back to the reception desk or concierge or whatever the hell it's called, and they'll get you into hotels. And like all the hotels we had driven past on the way were just these rinky dinky little ass like motels, and we were like, oh god, we're gonna be like murdered in our sleep tonight. But luckily, we were at the very end of the line. Everyone else who was supposed to be on that plane got to that desk before us, and because of that, we were at the end of the line, which meant they put everyone who was at the front like in the cheap hotels first, and then it got more expensive as it went back, so we ended up at like a 5-star hotel for the night. Oh, and I had like blisters on my feet too, and like, yeah, I'd been on my feet at the airport, and then when we finally got to that hotel, I'm like sitting in this beautiful grand hotel room and like pulling bloody band-aids off my feet and just like trying not to bleed on the carpet because my blisters were huge and bleeding, and I was all stressed because I was supposed to pick up Olive the next day from from boarding, and I was like, I miss her so much. I've been gone from her for so long. I don't know where the hell I am. I'm gonna just reload, honestly. I'm in Bleak Inlet right now. I just left turn here. I'm sure I was, but I was like, fuck it. I'm a cheater. You all know that. Anyways, it is not too dark to read, good sir. Anyways, yeah, so they put us up in like the fanciest hotel ever, and they switched our flights to the next day. But the problem was we couldn't find a connecting flight. And I save scum just so much. I know, right? It's sometimes you just gotta, just for the sake of your own sanity, you know. I have no qualms about it, clearly. Let's have a breakfast of deer meat wherever I put that. Don't eat the fresh guts, Astrid. There we go. You've been holding off going to Bleak Inlet since you started this run. It's not as bad as some people make it out to be, but then again, I do have like 1,000 hours in this game, so maybe I'm just overestimating. But yeah, honestly, if you have if you have a marine flare, use it to just like strike it. The Timberwolves won't attack you. Use it to light a fire, and then just stand by the fire and shoot them. Like it's pretty easy. It's not as bad. Yeah, Bleak Inlet has a worse reputation than it actually is, you know? Its bark is worse than its bite. I say before we're about to get just obliterated, but but yeah, let's sleep for— oh, I'm still crouching, oh my goodness. Pro gamer here. The Timberwolves are spread out. You can easily avoid them. You could easily like get all the way to the cannery without seeing a single Timberwolf. And the packs are small. The Timberwolves themselves are not too aggressive, and most of Bleak Inlet is really flat, so they run straight at you on nice flat ground. The problem is with Blackrock Timbies, because those guys will like mug you in a back alley. Like, those guys are terrifying. Still use the red flares because they don't do anything. Really. I know, okay, well maybe I'm just misremembering, but that's what I've always done, is like if I've ever felt like really threatened by them, I would like— whoa. Well, that's certainly some weather. You've gotten destroyed every time you spawn in the region. I am on Interloper. And, bam. Let me just go back in here real quick, since obviously we're not traveling right now. In this run, I am trying to see if there is a limit to how many broken ribs you can have at once. So basically, if you don't treat your broken ribs, they never go away. They just stack. And the time, it is scary. Oh my gosh. I remember my first time going to Bleak Inlet. it, like, the thought of it terrified me because the Timberwolves just seem so intimidating. Because it's like, you know, it's like a wolf pack hunting you. It's like, it's terrifying. They did a really good job with it. But then, like, when you actually go there and then you start to, like, take a breath and you're like, okay, I've been walking around here for a bit and I didn't instantly drop dead. It's just another region. I can deal with this. And there's so many spots where you can, like, get out of the wind and light a fire. And if you have a fire, you are safe from Timberwolves. You could literally just throw, like, torches at them. Like, you could literally pull a torch out of the fire and just throw it at them and it breaks their morale. And then, like, you know, if you have a gun or a bow or anything, you could even throw rocks at them and it breaks their morale. Yeah. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, really, most sources of fire, you're right, BB-8, most sources of fire, like a red flare, blue flare, or a torch, if you have them lit and you're, like, facing the Timberwolves, they won't attack you. They'll just stop and growl. Yeah, they will attack you if your back is turned, and if you're, like, bleeding or limping, or if you have a sprained ankle, or maybe, like, 100 or so broken ribs. But yeah, exactly. And it's also, like, if your back is turned, they'll definitely attack you. But yeah, they're not as, they definitely, like, sound a lot more intimidating than they are. And then the more you play with them, the more you can be like, okay, if I just aim straight when they run straight at me, I can usually hit them. Yeah, that works too, you know? It's like your character embracing their monkey brain and being smart. That's how monkeys avoided wolves for so long. Use those thumbs. You only got one attack at a time? Oh yeah, true. Yeah, like only one pack can hunt you at a time. At least in Bleak Inlet. I think in Sundered Pass they can combine. But I don't think they've updated the Bleak Inlet Timbies AI. But, I would say in terms of, like, chillness, Bleak Inlet Timbies are probably the most chill. Like you saw during that Aurora, I only got attacked by 2 wolves, and, like, I just aimed my bow at them and they ran off. I mean, probably a bit of an edge case since I was right by, like, the border to the region, but, yeah. And then, like, the Sundered Pass Timbies, there's way more of them, but you can see them coming from a mile away, so they're not as scary. Oh, yeah, one wolf at a time. Yes, you're right. Yeah, the Sundered Pass Timbies, there's a lot of them, but like I said, you can see them coming from a mile away. So they're a lot easier to avoid, and also a lot easier to shoot. I know, it really is. It's like, and people wanted the cougar to like stalk you from behind trees and shit. Like, you've seen the bears get caught on rocks. Like, come on, y'all. You're struggling to hunt ptarmigan? Oh my gosh. I literally have to take my gloves off to hunt them. So like, if you want to hunt them with a rock, literally, like, you know, you, I don't have a rock right now, but if I did, I would aim it and show you. But, hang on. So, like, you know how your gloves, your hands have, like, the glove animations? It's like if you line it up with your knuckle on your thumb and put the ptarmigan, like, right above the knuckle of your thumb when you're, like, aiming, it'll usually hit them if you're, like, straight and true. But when you have your gloves on, you just can't see it. So literally, I've had to, like, take my gloves off to even see the ptarmigan, or to see my thumb, so I could aim properly at the ptarmigans. Ugh, those little bastards, they're hard to hit, though. But that's why I really like the fire hardened arrows, because you can just, like, snipe them from afar, and if you miss, they don't fly off. Like, they're not very smart. Oh gosh, I only need 1 ptarmigan for my trade. You got this. Fire hardened arrows, baby, you can do it. Or get rifle or revolver 5 and just, like, fire a hip shot at one, and, like, the game will auto aim it and hit the bird. That happened to me recently. It was in my stalker run, and I had yeah, I had a revolver 5, which basically gives you auto aim, and I was, like, up on a bridge, and, like, way down below me were some ptarmigans. I was like, haha, ptarmigans, and I fired a shot, and it, like, auto corrected to hit one, and it killed it. You're oh no, you're completely out of ammo. Okay, good thing there are rocks, and there are sticks, and there are feathers, so you could make fire hardened arrows if you have a bow. Make gloves visible in the hand model was I know, right? It was so good. I agree. I really love it. I love the, like, new hand animations and stuff. The one thing I wish they would do is like make the harvesting animations optional, because like I know that's a thing with people with like motion sickness, and also it's just kind of gross. So like, yeah, they should make those optional. But yeah, I wish we could see our feet and legs. That'd be nice. But then it would really show how Astrid cannot step up a single teeny tiny ledge. Alright, has the blizzard ended yet? Nope. That's fine. It just gives us time to heal. Can I light a fire in here? Wow, my accent really popped out with that one. Can I light a fire in here? Yeah, alright, let's light a fire. This game, sometimes I just get distracted and then the accent comes out. Yeah. Okay. We do be starting fires though. Whatever. Add the coal. What's your true accent? It's the southern one. It's the southern drawl. I got it from my mama. Also, the harvesting animations can bug out your character if you cancel harvesting. Yeah! Yeah! Oh my god, I had that happen to me! And I was so mad, because, like, I thought an Aurora was starting. I was like, oh, we're doing the tails right now. Let's go do that instead of harvesting this ptarmigan. Hi, Aaron. Thank you.
Just redeemed hydrate.
Missing 4 ptarmigan, can I kill my mood? Oh my gosh, I feel that. Oh, that's so relatable. But, like, if you have... I don't know if you have a bow, but if you have 5 sticks and 5 feathers, you can make fire-hardened arrows, and they're a lot easier to hit the ptarmigans with. Okay. California, Texas, East Coast. Your accent is so neutral. I love that. I was born and raised in, like, the South TM. So the accent, it pops up every once in a while, unless I try really hard to suppress it. Just, you know, try and sound nice and neutral so that you can really, like, come across to a wide audience, and then people can't, like, tell where you're from, and that's always fun, which I like that. And then, yeah. Oh no, where'd you settle? Are you in, like, coastal? I don't think they have ptarmigans. Okay. I would like this blizzard to end so that we can go get our moose hide. You're in coastal? Yep. It do be like that sometimes. Okay. Oh, poor Astrid. She will never be unencumbered again. I know, at least, I know, Coastal Highway is real nice. Aw, yeah, baby, here we go. Okay, no decoys. It might get a little foggy, or it might clear up. Who knows? Oh, I love glitching into the terrain. That's fun. How windy is it? Yeah, Coastal Highway is pretty dope. Especially with the change to beachcombing, how now you can find, like, so many good items, and then that's where that waterfall was. Maybe? I don't know. I really have no idea where we ended up when we were wandering through the fog. But that's alright. It used to be settled in Mystery Lake, but you're currently in the process of moving over to Coastal. Currently looking for one of those damn birds so that I can drag it in my meat curing box over to Coastal. There's some ptarmigans. let me go get them and mail them to you. Okay, so we do have a moose here. That's excellent. We always need more moose, especially if we're going to get to 999 broken ribs. Because I wonder if that's going to be the limit. Or is it going to stop when the timer reaches 9999, you know? I don't know. But we're going to find out. Mark my words, we are going to find out. Just drop it at the broken bridge in the ravine for me. Will do, boss. I got you. Alright. Let's keep moving. I don't see any moose. which is fine. But like I said, we still have our gear on if we do. You don't think you're ever gonna leave Pilgrim, and that's fine. That's something I really love about this game, is that it's so customizable that it's like you can literally design it to be whatever you want. Like if you don't want to play anything above Pilgrim, that's great. Like the game never punishes you for it. It never like does anything bad in the community as well. It's very much like, yeah, you man. You paid for this game. You're gonna play it the way you want. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, BB-8. And I really like that the game is so customizable that you can really cater it to your own person. So, like, if you want to play Interloper and go hug Moose all day, you can do that, you know? The game's like, sure, go for it, man. Whatever floats your boat. First run... Hang on. First run was actually Pilgrim, but easier. Decided that I kind of have to... Oh, fruit flies. There's a fruit fly! Did I get you? Oh my god. I caught it in my hand and then opened my hand to check and see if I crushed it, and it flew out. I'll never live this down. Oh yeah, if you ever want to get the achievements. I understand why you can't get the achievements in custom, but also they should let you get the achievements in custom. Like, come on, man. But I get it, you know. It would be so easy to be like, oh, turn off health loss, turn off temperature, and turn off hunger, and just survive 1,000 days, you know? Just like aggressively pass time. It would be easy, but, you know, would you have fun doing that? But also, counterpoint, people have lives, people have jobs, people have kids. Sometimes they may want the achievements, but don't have time to grind them all out. And they should be allowed to, Oh wait, you can? Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, not feats. Okay, that... Interesting. Well, regardless, my point stands. People should... If you paid for this game, you should be allowed to play it however you want. Harvesting pallets. Oh no! Harvesting pallets outside in a blizzard. But yeah, like I'll never ever judge anyone for how they play this game, because like, you know, it's just a video game. There's more important things to judge people about. And I respect everyone's choices. So just because I like to play on the harder difficulty does not mean my way is the right way. If anything, I play this game the wrong way, as you can see. Okay. We need to get to the washout trailers. You get judged for that a lot. Oh my gosh, whenever someone, like, insults my taste in food, I get irate. I'm like, can you mind your own fucking business? Like, you're not the one eating it. Let me enjoy my food, like, on my own terms. You know? I hate that so much. Like, that really, really pisses me off when someone judges, like, the food I'm eating. Hi, Sylvius. How's it going? Good to see you. Ugh. Yeah, literally, it's like, why do you care that I'm eating, like, a microwave meal? Like, who gives a shit? I have ADHD, and sometimes cooking is hard. You know? Blech. Oh, okay. Yeah, what if... Exactly. What if you'd like to put that on your rice? Exactly. You do whatever you want. I'm not gonna judge. Okay. How do we get across this with broken ribs? Can we take the tree? I don't know. I think we may just go the long way around, just play it safe. Let's see. Ooh, nice. So a new Hunger Games book came out. Apparently, like, yesterday. And I knew there was a new book coming out sometime in March, but I didn't know when. And then, like, I just happened to go to Target yesterday. Nope, Astrid! Anyways, I just happened to go to Target yesterday, turned the corner, saw that the book was there, and I was like, yoink! And as I was checking out, the cashier who was like checking me out was like, oh, so many people are buying that book today. And I'm like, yeah, I didn't know it was out. It's a prequel to one of the Hunger Games books. And she goes, oh, I hated how they made a movie about killing kids. That's so sick. And I'm like, Yeah, okay, so you clearly don't know anything about this. You just saw like a trailer and decided to judge it. That's cool. It's actually about how a fascist government is bad and you should rise up against that and don't let fascism win. And she's like, well, I just think she could have done it without killing kids. And I'm like, girl, what do you think happens in real life in a fascist government? Like, do you think they take care of the kids? No, they don't. And literally she was just like, well, I don't think it's good, and I think, what if people like me just didn't understand it, you know? And I'm like, okay, weird flex to admit that you don't have critical thinking, but go off, I guess. But I didn't say any of that, really. I just, like, stood there with a frozen grimace because I didn't know what to say, because I'm like, I don't want to get into an argument with a performative activist who is checking me out at Target. I was like, what the fuck? Just let me enjoy my book, damn it. Like, I don't need your opinion about it. Just ring it up. It's like, yeah. I'm like, why are you gonna be judging something when you clearly have not even, like, read anything past the spark notes of the movie? Like, come on. So, yeah. The long story short, I hate it whenever people, like, judge you for stuff that you like. There is such thing as understanding that just because somebody writes something doesn't mean that they condone it. Sometimes people simply want to strive for accuracy or to tell a certain message or a story that they're writing. Yeah, like the point of Hunger Games is that she's not being subtle. It's a very unsubtle thing. Like, okay, you know, fascism is bad. Here's like that pushed to an extreme, you know? And like people are still like, well, I think... literally this cashier's exact words were, well, could she have told that story without killing kids? And I'm like I didn't say anything. I just fucking like stood there with like a frozen grimace on my face, and I was like, oh my god, there's nothing I can say in this situation that doesn't result in me getting like screamed at by this idiot. Have I read the Empyrean series? No, I have not. Right, Wabba? Like anyways, that's like the same vibe I get whenever someone like judges me based on like the food that I'm eating or whatever. It's like, oh, I had this for dinner, and someone's like, you had that for dinner? And I'm like, can you fuck off? Like, please let me enjoy things. Let's let people enjoy things. Just because you don't get it doesn't mean that like it's bad, you know? Breathe. Okay, yeah, I'm on the sauce tonight, y'all. I'm amped up. I'm spicy tonight. I almost ripped my neighbor's face off for coming over, knocking on my door, and asking why I raked my yard. Oh yeah, my hands would have been around their throat. Like, how do I feel about cougars? Sonny, don't. Oh goodness. I'm a very passionate person. I just have big feelings about things. Yeah, exactly, Wolfgang. Exactly. It's like they can't see past the most surface level thing. They have no critical thinking. They're not like, like bad things happening in this fictional thing. That's a metaphor for like real life things where bad things happen, but in a less subtle way, you know? Like, God, just read a book. Think. Exactly. That's exactly it. There's someone who is not in like my lab, but they're in a lab in the same building, and they have a desk near me at work, and they're such like a performative activist. Like they come in just ranting and raving about how like some other country did this one thing, and they're like, well, why can't we have that law? Like, I'm like, girl, this is not worth getting worked up at 8 a.m. about. Like, none of us have had our coffee yet. Can you just relax, please? Just do your science, man. Like, I know, right? And I've worked with plenty of people who, like, love to be Debbie Downers. Like, they love to find just the most depressing news article and come in and be like, did you hear that, like, this species of tardigrade has gone extinct? And it's like, well, thanks for ruining my morning, Deborah. Like, I appreciate that. What am I gonna do about it? I don't study tardigrades. Like, yeah, that's made up. I think the tardigrades are fine. But that's just a made up example. But it's like, God, just please let people like enjoy their mornings. Let people enjoy their days. Like, let people enjoy things that they love. As long as they're not harmful, just let people like things. I love enjoying things. I love liking things. Yeah. Man, yeah, I do be spicy tonight. Alright, how the hell do we get over to Washout Trailers? It has been too long since I played this game. Okay. Please, we have a moose hide there. I know it. We need it. I promise I'm not usually like ranting and raving like this. I promise I'm usually a lot calmer. It's just the worms. The worms are trying to kill me. My venom symbiote is trying to kill me. That is honestly what I'm gonna call it from now on. Quill is not pissed. We are pissed. For no reason whatsoever, except reasons. It's like, I know the reason that, like, my emotions are cranked to 10. Doesn't make it any better. Thank you, Wabba. You're the best. I appreciate you guys. How do we get across? My favorite song? It changes daily. Let's see. Usually it's whatever I have stuck in my head at the moment. Well, I can tell you my favorite genre. I like rock and roll. I like, hard rock and heavy metal. I enjoy that very much. Basically anything. Quiet, Trizak. Get back in your dungeon. Get back in your cell. Good to see you. Yeah, basically, I basically like anything that could be in a trailer for an action movie. I like Panic at the Disco. Okay, if I step off this ledge, am I not gonna be able to get back on? Okay. I had a real moment a few weeks ago where I could not remember the title of I Write Sins, Not Tragedies. And I just kept wandering around, muttering to myself, closing the goddamn door, closing the goddamn door, closing the goddamn door. What is the goddamn song? Like, I was freaking out, man. I couldn't remember the name of the song, and it was driving me nuts. But I remembered it eventually, as you can tell by the fact that I just said the name of the song. But they love playing that song on the radio. Like, yeah. Yes, I like them. No. Please, I have broken ribs. I can't run. I can't swim. Your favorite song hasn't changed in like 2 years? Oh, that's awesome. I wish I had that kind of consistency in my life. Let me see. What songs do I like? Definitely one of the top ones. Let's see. I know, right? I wish I had that. God, I wish that were me. We made it, we made it, we made it! Refusing to look up the lyrics? Yes! I'll hyperfixate on an artist for about a year, but that's it. For me, like, movie soundtracks and game soundtracks, like, those get in my head and don't let go. Like I said, I hyperfixated on the new Transformers movie recently, and like the end credit song is so hype, and I'm like, yeah, that song. And like, there's like, anytime like a song plays in a movie for like a hype moment, I'm like, oh, Lord of mercy. Alright, about to put my money where my mouth is. Yeah, long dark soundtrack is fire. I'm stressing, my accent comes out. I turn to Larry the Cable Guy. Oh, Lord of mercy. Using my headphones to tell where they are. Whoop! Okay, fuck you guys. Light the fire, damn it! Yeah, shut up. Whew. Asshole. I missed. Yeah, they're just like, okay. Why in my arrow? Fine. Come at me. Okay, well there's an arrow in him. And their morale is broken. Excellent. You stole my arrow. Well, I'll find his dead body later. Where'd that other arrow go? There you are. Okay. One arrow in a Timby. That's fine. Anyways, as I'm talking about how, like, oh, Timbys are fine. Like, I get accosted. Okay. I definitely got stopped by a moose over here, but I don't see him anymore. What have you done with him? Where's my favorite moose? I like this moose. Okay. We'll go back that way as well after we go and heal up a little bit. Big Roro music. You don't usually like a song, album, soundtrack immediately? My walk-up song? Love Shack. It's not. It's not. Oh god. Like everyone says Eye of the Tiger. That one's overused. Maybe Believer by Imagine Dragons? I unironically like Imagine Dragons, just like I unironically like Nickelback. Hello, beautiful. Anyways, I forgot we had food here. I like Nickelback. Unironically. I know they're... I don't think you're hitting that home run. It's the supersonic racing game whenever I walk up to the home plate. Everybody supersonic racing, gotta keep your feet right on the ground. It's that one. How many bows do I have? Oh, I was using multiple bows. AC/DC has some great walkout songs. Of course they do. I definitely like watched Megamind at a formative age and got really attached to Guns N' Roses because of that. Welcome to the Jungle especially, that's a great one. Oh, hi Gingy! I've never seen them live, but you know who I have seen live is Red Hot Chili Peppers. That was the most recent concert I went to because I really like Red Hot Chili Peppers. I vibe with their music, and that was the concert I had a panic attack in the middle of. I have also seen One Republic live, and I freaking love One Republic. And then I've seen American Authors and The Script. Who the hell else? Those were the most recent concerts I've been to. I don't go to many concerts just because I get very easily overstimulated, and I'm very precious about my hearing. So I'm not a big fan of, like, very loud noises, and, like, sometimes concerts are, like, they're, like, a normal volume, and then they're, like, really freaking loud. And the Red Hot Chili Peppers concert was really freaking loud. Like, it was absurdly loud. I don't know if we were just too close to the speakers or whatever, but yeah, I was trembling by the end of that one. And also, I was literally moving to a new state the next day, so I was a bit emotionally put off at the time as well. But every other song in my top 5 other than the number 1 spot changes, like, every day for me. Oh, hell yeah. I know, right, Gingy? Like, I'm literally just gonna wear earplugs to the next concert. I went to a hockey game last weekend, and that one was surprisingly not, like, abysmally loud, you know. And the worst part was that there was, like, a mom of 3 young children right behind us who had a shriller voice than her children. And she was like, leaning forward the whole time, too, and loudly talking, like, basically right in our ears. And I'm like, look, I know you can't help how your voice sounds, but for the love of God, please lean back. I'm begging you. Like, literally, she'd be, like, right up in her ears, and then also talking to her kids, and she's like, shit. I barely know hockey, so I'm like, she's like, you see how the goalie is, like, leaning in front of the goal? Like horrible, like, high-pitched, just the shrillest voice that just pierces through the din and goes right into your eardrums, and you're like, I'm gonna go deaf because of this woman. She's like a dog whistle. Like, she's just so loud. I don't like concerts. I think it's the fact that everyone is recording with their phones, and unfortunately I'm too young to have gone to concerts before smartphones exist. That's true. But sometimes you get really funny moments because of that. So the One Republic concert, it was me and my mom and my sister that went. And it was right before I, like, went to college, like, my freshman year of undergraduate school. So, like, it was, like, a big event. But we went and bought tickets day of, and they're like, hey, we've actually got 3. They're like only a couple rows from the front for real cheap if you guys want them because it's day of. So we sat like 3 rows from the front basically. We were right up on the stage, and of course it's like One Republic, so there's no like mosh pit or anything crazy. And at one point, a lady, like a row in front of us, but far enough to the left to be out of our line of sight, pulled out her iPad and started FaceTiming her kid to show her kid the concert. So she was filming the concert with her big ass iPad, but because it was a FaceTime, all we could see was just her daughter's face, and the kid was just like lying on her back, like with like 8 chins because of the way she was like leaning and just eating grapes the whole time, and it was so funny. She was just holding like a video of her child eating grapes to the audience. Oh goodness. It was funny because we weren't behind her, but I imagine the people behind her would have been pretty upset with that. 2 concerts and 1 orchestra. I want to go to an orchestra. Oh my god. If I got to hear like orchestral music live, I think I'd faint. I think the majesty of music would overcome me, and I think that'd be it. Went to a concert with my parents, and I was like, all I said was, I'll be back, and jumped into a pit. My dad was less than impressed. Oh my god. That, Gingy, every time you tell a story, it just adds to that rich lore that you've got going on. Like, I was just thinking about Lethal Company when we all played together, and you told a story, you're like, yeah, one time I got really drunk and ripped a stop sign out of the ground, and they're not as heavy as you think, and I'm like, you're just wonderful. Like, I just love, every time you open your mouth, just gold comes out. It's amazing. Ah, goodness. Ow! Okay, I'll just stop talking. I'll just wait until the ads are over. All I heard was stop sign. Okay. Okay, welcome back. I was just patiently like twiddling my thumbs until the ads were over. Yeah, Gingy, I was gonna say, anytime you open your mouth, gold comes out. And it's just so wonderful every time I get to talk to you. Because you just say like the funniest and most crazy stuff. You just like have the wildest lore drops of anyone that I know. And it's just so wonderful to hear. The orchestra was when I was really young, that was for a school trip or something. Nice. I think the first concert I like ever went to see was like Hannah Montana or something, so like I get it. I'm pretty sure I also saw a Jonas Brothers concert at some point. And now that I think about it, the Hannah Montana concert had the Cheetah Girls opening for them. So yeah, that was Baby's first concert, and then after that was Jonas Brothers, and then there were definitely like 1 or 2 in between there, and then it was One Republic when I was about to leave for college. Gingy was born in the mosh pit, molded by it. You merely adopted the mosh pit. I was born in it, molded by it. I'm sure you do, girl. I'm sure you do. That's why I was just thinking, we need to like play Lethal Company again, because that was such a good vessel for just hearing crazy stories. And just like hanging out with your friends, basically. And just being like, oh, what'd you get up to today? Oh, ran over a moose with a snowplow, you know. Like, oh, cool. I miss it too. We gotta try and like talk Goon back into it, because he's usually like, his Discord is the one that I always use just to be like, oh, let's chat with people. We talking concerts? Yes, we are. What about you, Sylvia's got any fun concert stories? I remember at that One Republic concert, it was the end of August, so it was like 110 degrees, no wind, 100% humidity, and in the distance there were these really big like thunderheads that were just, it was just constant lightning, but they weren't close enough to be like dangerous to us, even though obviously if you can see lightning is too close, yeah. But they were just far in the distance, just occasionally flickering lightning, and it just stayed over there for the whole show. I have hair to my knees. The headbanging has become dangerous. Oh my god. Oh, BB-8, I didn't know that. You performed? That's awesome. I like to sing, but I'm not good at it. And I used to know guitar and then stopped because like my hyperfixation drifted. Yeah. So I'm always very jealous of people with like musical skills. That's awesome. Yeah, we gotta heal that. I just remembered about that. I was so busy just yapping. We need to make more bandages. Oh, great. This is fun. Start clicking. Cello and viola for 10 years. Wow. Went to some Alec Benjamin concerts. One of them was a little bit rough, though, because you were recovering from strep and a double ear infection. Oh, no. I remember one time I had a horrible food poisoning, and then we, like, drove up to DC, and I thought I was gonna die. And now I gotta use the other one, because we got bit by 2 different Timbies. Because I'm bad at the game. I was trying to show off, and then I got my ass beat. That's what I get for trying to show off. I know. You hear my mouse just go into town in the background. There we go. Anyways. So now we're gonna need more antiseptic. We're gonna need some more bandages. Bam. He was keeping me safe and wouldn't let anyone knock me over. I miss Bob. Aw. We all need a Bob in our life. I love that. Everyone could use a nice Bob. Okay. We're not tired enough to really... it's fine. We'll just keep cooking. I would like a smaller piece. Yeah, whatever. Crowd surfing is one of my favorite. Oh my gosh, you've actually crowd surfed? Oh, that's crazy. God. That's wild. I've done indoor skydiving once. That was pretty cool. Basically they put you in a chamber with a big old fan and say, alright, skydive, and then you can just fly, which is pretty dope. The problem was, I had the biggest smile on my face the whole time, and then afterwards my teeth hurt because they got wind blasted. So afterwards I was like, my teeth. They're like, well, you shouldn't have been smiling so big. And I'm like, but I was flying. Oh my god, that's awesome. I definitely don't go to enough concerts to have ever done that, but still, I respect the grind. That's really cool. Also, I hate, like, people touching me, so it's like, ugh. Okay, let's go inside and sleep. Okay. We should have frown-only skydiving, yeah. Yeah, baby. Oh, hello, Lost and Found. Sweet. That was helpful. That was very helpful. Okay, cool. Let's see. So, what does it take to make a moose satchel? Let me just get somewhere a bit nicer, and then we will see. Not a satchel, a cloak. I want a moose cloak. For once. Hi, Mango! How's it going? This was all like 25 years ago. I don't know how many people crowd surf now. I know, right? What kind of stuff do I write? Do you just write stories? Do you write? I write science fiction is my thing. Actually, my most recent stream was me like reading the book that I'm trying to get published, and like also editing it a little bit. And it's one of those things that like I didn't do much editing while I was reading it, but then I went back afterwards and was like, yeah, I could change that. I can make that sound a bit better. Have to run. Enjoy hanging out your stream. Thank you so much, Dora. It was nice to meet you. I hope so too. All right, tragedies, not sins. Hello, I love it. Oh, I can craft that. Duh. Come on, Quill. I saw a tweet that was like, or it was like a screenshot of a tweet, or it was like, oh, my boyfriend thinks I'm so smart because I read all these books. Like, baby, they fucking in these books. This ain't literature. I just thought that exact phrase has just been living in my head for a bit. But yeah, no, you have a speaking exam for Korean Friday. You're a little stressed. Ooh, oh my goodness, that sounds terrifying. Ugh, this much sometimes. Gingrich. Ah, goodness. But yeah, so the book that I'm trying to get published right now is like baby's first novel. It is a steampunk science fantasy. And it's actually like I took some inspiration from the Long Dark. So like the planet that they live on is like constantly hit by auroras because they orbit a binary star system. And because they are constantly hit by auroras, they can't have higher level technologies like computers and stuff. But because of that, cyborgs also cannot survive on this planet. So the story is basically the POV character is this sort of like up and coming wannabe detective, and she has heard that there's a cyborg who has been surviving in this one like isolated city for like a year, and like cyborgs just can't survive on this planet. So she's like, all right, gotta go find him, figure out who he is and how he's still alive, and the story goes from there. So I read like the first couple of chapters of that last stream just to be like a little teaser, I guess, and also just because I couldn't think of anything else to do because I didn't want to I didn't have the motivation to do anything else. I was like, I just want to edit my book, and I was like, wait, I can edit my book and also stream at the same time. Little engine. Oh, thank you, Mango. Hopefully it'll be out like once I get it published. And oh my gosh, once I get it published, it's gonna be just all over like my channel. You're gonna be so annoyed by it. I'm just gonna have like constantly in the corner of the screen just like a link to the book or whatever. Like every 5 minutes, the Streamlabs bot is just gonna post a link to the book. Oh, it's gonna be incessant. Y'all are gonna love it. But yeah, it turned out to be quite a long book because it's one of those things that kind of starts off as like a slow burn. So it's like it starts off kind of at a slow pace and then it just goes faster and then faster and faster and faster and faster, and it just like exponentially ramps up speed as the story goes on. So I hope people like it. I kind of poured my heart and soul and years of my life into it, so I really hope people like it. I'm still like super self-conscious about like how I ended it and everything, so I'm like waiting on feedback from other people about that before I even think about sending it off. Because like I've like combed over like the first like 2/3 of the book so much, but the ending being the last thing I wrote, it's like, I want to make sure it's good. I want to make sure it fits thematically and people like it, and make sure like I don't know. Yeah, because like when a book has been like keeping you hooked for like 90% of it and then it just misses the landing, like, oh, that I hate that, and I'm like, I really don't want to do that. I hope I ended it in a way that is good, because I think I ended it in a good way, and I'm just like, oh, I hope people agree. But that's the part I'm like most stressed about. Okay, it is almost daytime. We're gonna just pass time a bit more. Let me heal up a little bit. But it sounds awful blizzardy out. Okay. How do we... moose hide cloak. We need 1 moose hide and 4 guts. And 21 hours at a workbench. Sweet! Okay. Let's grab that moose hide. We'll grab some guts as well. You. Excellent. Okay, still quite slow, but that's a-okay. Alright, what we got? Let me guess, a blizzard? Wow, a blizzard! Who would have guessed? Who would have guessed? Okay. Back inside. Step inside. Walk this way. Walk this way. Okay. Okay. Oh gosh, I gotta stop sitting with my legs crossed. I always do it. I always do it. Sounds quiet. Too quiet. I must clear the junk. Save the game. I love that you can use the decoration feature to save the game. It's so nice. Okay. Alright. Chug some water and then away we go. Oh, and now, okay, I legit did this run before the cooking update was even added. So now that we have ptarmigan pies to work with, we can increase our poor sad carrying capacity just a little bit more. Maybe just a little bit. Okay. We do have to find a dead timber wolf with our arrow in him. Oh, Windwalker badge, I've missed you. Okay. So we just came out of a blizzard, so hopefully this one should be stopping soon. But yeah, I knew there was going to be a Timberwolf pack over here, but I really, like, couldn't get across the ice any other way because of my lack of running. Poor Astrid. I bet if I took my vest off I could run. But also I'm probably too overburdened right now. And I do want to go back this way and search for any dead Timbies that may have an arrow in their ass. That arrow belongs to me. It means property of Quill. Okay. This is where I had the fire. I can grab these torches and break them down. We'll go back to that cave if we can. I'll probably draw the aggro of the other two Timbies, but that's okay, because there were two of them, and I hope I can handle two at once. Is that a bear? What the hell? Oh. That's a bear. There, bear. Do I have a... Yes, I have a flare. Okay, I do have a little bit of sprint. Won't be too terribly helpful if I'm going into the wind. Please. Okay. Excellent. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, there is a bear over there. Good to know. He's different. He was not there last time. Okay, good. He's going the other way. That's right, you better run. He turns around and just mauls me. It's like, what'd you say? Didn't like that. Okay. Okay. We have crossed many a river to get here. I'm sure we'll find that Timby at some point, but we still have 11 arrows left, so we good, we good. Oh yeah, let me, there we go. Equip my lower quality bow, because I have two! Which I didn't realize. Okay. Well, at least when the Timbies attacked us, we still had, like, all of our really protective gear on. But now we can go and make a moose cloak. Moose hide cloak. And we can do it at the Forlorn Muskeg Forge. So that we can not get cabin fever. That'd be cool. I can't even check how hypothermic I am. Not quickly, at least. Alright. There we go. Yeah, let's go in here and warm up for a minute. That bear better stay far over there. I have not in this run. I have not played this run since before, like, the cooking update was added. The, like, the home comforts or whatever. That update happened after I finished this run. Or after I finished doing 100 moose stomps. So I have not played this file in a long time, so I do not have any of, like, the news stuff, basically. I mean, actually, I guess the cooking stuff was added, because I have flour and stuff in my pocket right now. Well, okay. Stuff, I don't know. It's been a while since I played this update. Or since I played this file. Like, I played this file, like, before the Cougar was added, like, Cougar 1.0 and everything. So, it was a while back. Why did I not get a notification? Not fair. Hi, Minty. How's it going? Good to see you. I'm sorry. I don't know why you didn't get one. Okay. We're in Bleak Inlet. We are planning to make a moose hide cloak. We just saw a bear in a place where he should not be. But honestly, that's probably part of the update, but it's still a bit of a... Ooh, fog. Excellent. Oh. Let's warm up a bit more. There we go. Wait. You. Okay, excellent. Away we go. So you just get stomped, go heal up, and get stomped again over and over again? Indeed. Because if you don't heal your if you don't treat your broken ribs, they stay. And the time stacks with each one. So right now we currently have 100 broken ribs, which gives us a total time of 4,872 hours of healing. And basically I want to see if there is a limit to how many broken ribs the game will let you have. So we're going to find it. Like, we're just going to find it. Busy with schoolwork, but hey, TLD saw I got an update finally. Yeah, they fixed a bunch of bugs, apparently. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, so right now we are in Bleak Inlet. The goal is to make a moose cloak so that we can get better protection. And then after that, we're gonna go get some more moose stomps. But yeah, we're in Bleak Inlet, so we're gonna go to the Muskeg and do some crafting there, because this is on an old file that doesn't have settled mines, so I am at risk of cabin fever. Which is very unfortunate because I hate cabin fever. Yeah. Hang on. If I got no working tools anywhere outside that has safe access station, you can have a work fence. Oh, a workbench. Oh, sweet. Oh, sweet. Yes. I love that. But, I think all the woodworking tools are like up some rope climbs. So I know there's one at the cannery, but that's up a rope climb. There's one in Zone of Contamination, which I think I could get to without a rope climb, but also it's Zone of Contamination. It does, yeah. Oh, okay, so, Sunny, in my main interloper run, I used the, settled mine badge. Hang on, yeah. So, I love this badge so much. This is like my go-to badge, but, if I apply a bandage, are there 100 broken ribs to swipe through? Yep, yes there are. There are! So I just had to treat an infection from a Timberwolf bite, and I had to click 100 times to get to the far end of that tab. And then I had to do it again because I had 2 bites, so I had to use the old man's beard twice. Fixes only for new saves? I didn't see that. But yeah, so I love Settled Mind, and in my main interloper run that I started, like, I waited to start a new one until after I got this badge. So that's actually my, like, Lucky Loper file. But, of course, I started this file before that badge was a thing. So I don't have the badge, and you obviously can't change your badges. So this is an old file, but we're gonna make it work. We gonna make it work. After I get sticks. But yes, I love Settled Mine. Also, it lets you read books faster. So that fishing book that took me 5 hours would have taken me 4 hours if I had Settled Mine. Oh, thank you for the follow, Broken Wing. That's so nice. Or Broken Twig. Thank you for the follow. My brain just auto-corrected it there. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. I did Faithful Cartographer before... Oh, fruit fly. Sorry. There's a fruit fly that has been terrorizing me. Broken rib. Good one, Minty. I did Faithful Cartographer before I started streaming, and also before they added Blackrock. So I did that a while ago. And even though they've added other regions since then, you still keep the achievement, which is pretty nice. Because I don't want to go to Blackrock, because Blackrock is scary. Even though I did go to Blackrock, clearly, based on the fact that I have the vest. I have it stamped across my chest that I did indeed go to Blackrock very early on. And I went there before I got any broken ribs as well, because you have to go up that one tiny little rope climb, and I'm like, I am not wasting a stem on this. I'm just gonna go here before I break any ribs. But yeah, so it feels good to be back in the broken ribs run. It's been a while since we messed around with this run, and I just, you know, I didn't want to play normally. I wanted something kind of stupid to play, and, you know, just to be silly. So I was like, hey, I know what file's been waiting for me for months. Used to play on console, so you 100% of TLD a while ago. But now that I got the PC 6 months ago, you've been doing achievements? Nice! Well, I had 100% achievements until they added like 20 more. Like, they made it an achievement to get attacked by a cougar like 25 times. I'm like, I was gonna do that as a challenge. And now that they've added it as an achievement, I'm like, well, now I don't want to. You know? I was gonna try and get 100 cougar maulings, but now it's like, what's the point? Yeah, I ripped my 100%. Don't even have my Xbox anymore. No. Like, I get it if they had added like good achievements, you know, like snipe a ptarmigan out of the air or something like that. That would have been a fun one, because then you just use fire hardened arrows, get like 50 of them, and just go to town whenever the ptarmigans fly up. It's like when they launch the little disc into the air and you shoot with a shotgun, like that kind of thing. That could have been a fun achievement, because it would have had people make, you know, a bunch of fire hardened arrows and then be like, yeah, get him. Oh, I'm aware. I'm aware, Wolfgang. I am aware. I saw that and I was like, really? Do they know how much time you have to pass just to get a 500-day achievement? Yeah, like, it'd be so fun, Minty, right? Oh, thanks, Triz. I feel validated. It's so... yeah. Oh, it's not good. It's so not good. I dislike it so. Please, I miss you, Cougar 1.0. I miss you. Really, all they should have done was just have it spawn in right behind you and do a jumping animation. That's all. That's all they had to change. And they just made it like... They're like, oh, you're complaining about this? Well, what if we make it 100 times worse and then give you just the shittiest version? And also make that one badge unlockable.
Remember to
okay.
breathe.
I'm breathing. I'm fine. I'm cool. I'm cool. I'm fine. I'm good. I'm breathing. Thank you, Minty. Appropriate use of that. Oh, goodness. Yep. Yeah. That is why I added that redeem, is for any time I start losing myself. They're like, no, Quill, come back to me, come back to me. Don't fall into the cougar spiral. Please. And the cougar spiral was my nickname in high school. Audibly sets my beer down. Okay. I didn't find that Timberwolf, but we'll find him again at some point. I don't know how my hypothermia is doing, because I'm not going to scroll that far to see. Okay, yes I am. Oh, we're fine. I thought bear dancing was bad enough, but cougar dancing? Outmaneuvering a nimble death cat? What was the funniest nickname you've ever had? Hold out hope for Cougar 3.0. Oh my god, if Cougar 3.0 was just 1.0, but with a few changes, it'd be so perfect. Funniest nickname I've ever had... I gotta think about that one. There was one, but I don't want to say it because it would dox me, so... Because I'm certainly not about to reveal, like, my last name on the stream. But it was one based on my last name, which I thought was pretty fun. Oh, where did you come from, little lost and found? Oh, my poor health. Bleak Inlet, please. TLD, like, who thought this was a good idea? Leap. And it's just shit. Literal shit. Do I have a pen name? It's literally just Quill. A legendary henchman box. Literally, who tested that? Who play tested that? Who thought it was a good idea to leave that, like, lost and found box in a loading zone? This is why I, like, stopped playing TLD for a while, because I just got so frustrated with some of this stuff. Like, I love this game, but the devs don't love me. They keep specifically fucking with everything that I love in this game. Okay. You're saying your book cool too? Yeah, I guess that's fair. Like, once I start publishing my book, you guys will know exactly what my name is, but still, like, you can keep calling me Quill. I've used the name Quill, like, basically since I joined the internet. Yeah, that's just been my name. Messed up on the radio and sometimes made bad audio. I was called DJ Shoes in a Dryer! Oh goodness. Yeah, no, okay. Yeah, like if you guys buy my book, you'll know what my name is, but also it's not that big of a deal. Cuz I'm definitely going to be publishing under just like my actual name because like fuck it. I love TLD because it's been my favorite game since I was like 12. Is it a game with no flaws? Definitely not. Quill's Quill. That's my like Tumblr name is Quill's Pen. Because it's a play on a quill and a pen. Quill Williamson! Or saying you can get his shakes. My sister once called me Parkinson's hands. I don't think that's very PC anymore, but it was funny at the time. Did I tell you guys about how, like, during the pandemic, I bought Animal Crossing, like, New Horizons? And in that game, you know, you can, your villagers can give you a nickname, and you can tell them what you want your nickname to be. And I let my sister Fish, my sister who's like 16 months younger than me, like she and I are basically the same age. What do you mean your full name isn't just Quill? Exactly. But I let my sister Fish on my Switch, and apparently one of my villagers came up to her and said, "Hey, what should your new nickname be?" And I didn't know about that until later when I was playing myself, and one of my villagers ran up to me and said, "Hey, Butterface, how's it going?" And I yelled my sister's name, and I was like, "I can't believe you!" Oh, goodness. Butterface. That's a great one. Let's see, what else was there? This wasn't a nickname, but, like, me being the oldest, obviously I was able to drink alcohol before all my siblings. I have a younger sister and then a brother who's a couple years younger than both of us. My sister and I we're basically twins. We're really, really close in age, and we look the same and everything. And yeah, love her. But my brother is like 5 years younger than me. It's because the reason for that age difference is because I was a really well-behaved baby, and that's why my parents were like, "Oh, let's have another one." And then my sister was born, and she was like a terribly behaved baby, and they're like, "Let's wait 5 years." Turkleston. What the hell was I talking about? Oh yeah. It wasn't a nickname, but basically, hi Larry. Is that Larry or is that Barry? I don't remember. Hey, little bun. Little bun. Wee! Anytime we went out to dinner and I would get, like, a drink or something, if I said a word even slightly wrong, my brother would, like, put his fingers up to, like, measure how much I had drank of my beverage and, like, hold it up. Like, he would, like, pinch his fingers together to be, and they'd be, like, half an inch apart or whatever. And, I was always like, "Stop it!" Like, you know, I just can't talk very well. I'm not drunk. Stop it. And that was the meanest thing. So that's not a nickname, but it was still something that was like, yeah. This is where I need a webcam to show exactly. Yeah, whatever. I'll get one of those eventually. After I get a better microphone. Alright, let's go ahead and harvest some of these bad boys. Because I think we're going to have a fire. That's Larry, the rest are berries. Thank you, Wabba. Like I said, in editing the Lucky Loper videos, I'm like several months behind. Like, I'm editing videos from like October. That's how far behind I am. After you become rich and famous from that book. That'd be cool. Yeah, exactly. I could easily afford a camera. Fruit fly, goddammit! I could easily afford a camera then. There is like one fruit fly that is determined to destroy me. And I can't catch it for the life of me. It has been in my apartment for days. Like, I don't have any fruit out. Where are you hiding? Anytime I feel like a hair tickle my face, I'm like, it's him! I was there when she was reading. It was really good. I'm definitely buying it when it comes out. Thank you, Wabba! You're the best. You're so kind. Thank you so much for supporting. I got him! I got him! Got your ass, little fruit fly. Yeah! Oh! Thank you, Wabba. I couldn't have done it without you. I dedicate that fruit fly kill to you. Always, Gingy. Always. You guys are silly. Let's go! Fruit fly down! Yeah! Feels good. That little bastard's been terrorizing me for days. Did I get any birch bark? No. Nor. Okay. I know, my poor Astrid is not doing okay in terms of health. Okay, let's go get more, this. I don't want to go over there yet with the wolves and stuff over there. It is kind of nice out, though. You know what? Maybe let's go back to, camp office. Try to forget those of us who have wronged you. Seven. Oh, I forgot. Didn't realize I had that. I guess I was gonna take... Okay, I'll go... I don't know. I'll go leave this by the cave. I'm sure I literally picked it up seconds ago and then I just forgot about it. The ADHD is strong with this one. Try to forget those of us who have wronged you. It's such a good line. Okay. So we'll go back to the cave, drop off the meat. So sometimes a moose can spawn right outside this cave, but I don't see any markings. This is where we got stomped for the first and only time in our Lucky Loper run, which was fun. Okay. A little bit better. Not much, but a little bit. Okay. Fog's rolling in. Not the fog! One of my good friends at work diagnosed with ADHD will often look at me and say, you know, I know you're not diagnosed, but we're all pretty sure. I mean, a lot of times, especially with stuff like that, it's like, do you really need a doctor to diagnose you, or do you just, like, have all the symptoms? Because I feel like a lot of people, it's like, look, we know you have ADHD. We know you haven't been, like, officially diagnosed, but yeah, exactly. We know. We know. It do be like that. That's why sometimes if I ever am trying to, like, properly tell a story, I have to, like, not look at chat and also, like, close my eyes. So if you ever see me, like, pause the game, it's because I've, like, closed my eyes to just think of something. You just get hyperfixations? Nice. I love that. Okay. Got anything for me? No. Not even feathers. I spoke too soon. Okay. Don't fall through the ice. Don't fall through the ice. We're gonna take this off, and I wish the game would respond when I clicked. That'd be cool. Ice ice baby. Your ADHD is horrible, can't function without medication. Same. Honestly, same here. Like, my job is a scientist, so like I really need my brain to be working whenever I'm at work. But luckily, I have medicine. So I always say, if your brain can't make the right hormones, store-bought will do. Do you only do normal interloper runs? Do you ever do gunloper? I have not done gunloper, but it's cool. And I totally... I like gunloper, but I also feel like I'm better with the bow, so I feel like I would just be like worse with gunloper. And also, I'm such a hoarder that like if I find the guns or whatever, I'm gonna take them, and they weigh so much. So it's like that's the one thing that's sort of like preventing me from doing that is just like the carry limit, because I am the type of person. SSRIs for real, for the win. You said for the win, and I like my brain auto corrected it to for real, for real. Yep. If you can't make your own hormones, store-bought will do. We're gonna break something. It's gonna be an ankle. Because old Ankles Astrid loves breaking ankles. Here comes the ankle. Hang on, I'll read that in a second. We didn't break an ankle! That's rare. I'm doing biological psychology right now and we're discussing hormones. When 10,000% you're bang on with store-bought being just fine. Exactly! Like, there's a reason we make them. We know what we need. So, I know ADHD is, like, low dopamine levels. And that's what makes it really hard to do things like laundry or changing your sheets. Because it's like, this doesn't give me dopamine, and my dopamine levels are already so low as it is, that if I try and do this, I think I'll die. And then Adderall basically, like, blocks the receptors of dopamine like going back into your synapses, so it stays on the outside and keeps hitting those receptors. So even though you're not making more dopamine, it's not able to like disappear as quickly, I think. But I don't know the exact mechanics of it because I don't study that. Stanford literally just had their behavioral biology course on YouTube. Oh, cool! I love that. I love it whenever stuff like that, like very educational things, very educational things are accessible to the public. There's, like, for a while, I had a hyperfixation on volcanoes and stuff like that. So I watched a bunch of lectures from somebody at, like, one of the California universities or whatever that studies geology, and he's, like, a renowned professor who does a really good job of explaining, like, about, like, volcanoes and stuff like that, and it was really cool. And they're just, like, free on YouTube, and I'm like, oh, that's awesome. Am I about to get ganked? Just keep walking, don't look suspicious, don't look suspicious. I feel so fortunate to be working in a university and having the library available to me whenever I desire. Also, the resources of information are unreal. I know, right, Genji? I also work for a university, and it's like, you know, you can go on PubMed and just see, like, whatever articles you want. It's like they're all paid for by the university. It's awesome. But it's also, like, in the back of your mind, you're like, okay, cool. The only reason I can access all this really valuable scientific information is because I work for a university. Whereas, like, you know, people who genuinely want to, like, learn more about science, like, they're gatekept from it. And to be fair, a lot of writing gatekeeps people as well, because some of that shit is just written in the worst language you can imagine. It's like, God, you were trying to make this paper as obtuse as possible. That's why all my papers are written in ways that, like, are not, like, crazy, stupid scientific. It's, like, I try and write in as layman speak as I can. Just because, like, God damn it, I want people to understand my research, you know? Academia! Exactly. Exactly. So nervous for your final paper? I don't start for another year, but nice. So, do you mind if I ask, like, what your, like, title is? Because my title is research associate, and I'm also a lab manager at one of the labs at the school that I work at. So I work directly for a PI. And, like, that's literally my full-time job, is just doing, like, science all day. we're working on a paper right now that I've been working on for a little bit, and then shit just keeps going wrong with like our machines and everything, and it's so frustrating. But that's kind of why I've been like in a bit of a pissy mood, is just because like, you know, I did a test on something this morning and like half the screen was dark, and I'm like, where the hell are the rest of my samples? Like, you know. Yeah. Science rules. I say through gritted teeth, just, it really rules when it works. You're just in admin, you hilariously work in tech. The goal after my master's is thanatology certificate. Ooh, to eventually be a thanatologist. That's cool! Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, oh, I saw that wolf over there. Yeah, I got my master's degree, and I thought about getting my PhD, but I didn't like the school I was at where I got my master's, because it was, like, old and gross, and I didn't like my PI, and I didn't like the other people in the program, and it was a pain in the ass to get anything done. And, like, it was one of those, like, campuses that's, like, in a downtown area, so you don't feel safe, like, walking to your car at night. So, after I got my master's, I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go. So, then I went and got a job in academia, and yeah, here I am now. Because it's like, I feel like I would eventually go back for my PhD, but, like, I don't know, I want to, like, there's time for that in the future. I just want to live my life right now. I'm done being a student for now, you know? Who wrote their college paper on the effects of inbreeding in pigeon populations. I know, right? Oh yeah, and also I got, like, cancer halfway through, so that kind of sucked, but after that I was just like, look, it's a sign, I'm just not. Hang on, gotta take a poop. Nice. Huh, much lighter. No, we're actually quite a bit heavier because I picked up all those sticks. Oh! Oh god. Anyways. Oh my god. A Thanos expert. That's like study of death, right? Because that's why Thanos was named the way he was, right? Like it's a play on like, isn't Thanatos the god of death? Yeah. Hell yeah. That's wicked. I was just recently talking about like Greek gods and stuff and explaining how my favorite Greek god is Persephone, you know, queen of the underworld. So I was like, yeah, let's fucking go. And that's actually why the in my book, the planet that they're on is named Persephone, in her honor, of course. But yeah, I that was another hyperfixation I had as a youth, which was Greek mythology. So I really liked it, and I still really like it because Greek mythology is so cool. Like it's just wild. Deep love for the grim and the gruesome. That's awesome. Hestia. Oh hell yeah! In this house, we love and respect Hestia. We love and respect Hestia. Ugh. She's never done anything wrong. I love it. Ugh. Big stretch. Okay. So I started a bit late. I was supposed to start at 6, but I started at like 6:30. I haven't found any moose. Ooh, what if we get the moose that's right outside the camp office? That'd be wicked. That would be wicked. And the puppy dog has awoken from her slumber. Hi, Olive. Hi, baby girl. You're gonna have to go out soon, aren't you? Yeah. So sweet. She drank in her water. She had a good day at daycare today. At least I hope she did. They said she had a good day. Okay. I should probably have my hands on the keyboard and mouse, huh? Instead of just like behind my head. What's that up ahead? Is that a werewolf? When did they add werewolves to this game? Because, God, some of these wolves just look terrifying. Especially when, like, the forced perspective makes them look way bigger than they are. It's like, oh, a werewolf coming to ruin my day. Here it comes. Oh, Gingy, don't get me started. You know I love werewolves. You know I love werewolves. And, oh my gosh, I've, like, talked in depth about how cool it would be to have like a werewolf mod for this game where like, because the moon cycles like are alarmingly accurate usually. Like, look at that. Doesn't that look like a gigantic wolf? But yeah, like, exactly, a full moon night with werewolves. Like, if Astrid was a werewolf, like, as you get closer to a full moon, like, you gain, or you lose fatigue slower during the day, or, during the night or something, and then, like, you know, you get hungrier way faster, but you have more health, and you have night vision, and then, like, you know, if you have an uncontrolled transformation because, like, let's say you haven't, like, found totems or whatever the hell that are scattered throughout the world to help you control your transformations, then it's like if a full moon hits, you just wake up the next morning with, like, half health, your clothes are ripped and shredded, and you're freezing, and you're starving, and you're in the middle of nowhere, and you just randomly get teleported to somewhere on the map. Oh, yeah! See, I was thinking for, like, Astrid to be the werewolf. I see a deer over there. Is there a moose by any chance? Is there perchance a moose? Oh, full moon werewolf during the aurora? That'd be crazy. But that, ooh, that was another thing I pitched for the werewolf Astrid idea, which is like the auroras give you a headache. Like they give you like a migraine or something. So like, you know, it's like, oh, it's affecting you even if you're in human form. You know? Werewolves are so cool. I love werewolves. Hello, dear. Okay, Olive needs to go potty. I think I might park my character here. I don't think we're gonna get another moose stomp today. I don't see any moose markings here. Yeah. Squinting. Yeah, no, I don't see any here. That's a shame. It would have been so nice if we had the moose here. Werewolf stories rarely disappoint. Exactly! Have I played The Quarry? No. Because I don't like those hyper-realistic games. I like my video games to be stylized. Like TLD. This will never age. Whereas The Quarry and, like, Until Dawn will always have that uncanny valley. Ugh. Ugh. Yeah. It just freaks me out. Like, my brain just doesn't like it. Okay. Oh. How do we get that much stuff? Oh, we're so overburdened. Oh, poor Astrid. Alright. Do I have any food here? Or is that going to be a problem for future Astrid? Let's just drop everything back on the ground. It'd be nice if, like, I could just, like, leave some of this stuff on the ground. Okay. The, buttons are not very responsive today. Did you see the Black Frost screenshot Raph shared? Gorgeous game, so excited. I have not been on social media in a while, so I have not. And I think it's cool and all, but I'm not as excited for Black Frost as other people are. Just because, like, in my head that's just, like, another example of, popular single-player games being made into multiplayer games. And, like, you know, it's very hit or miss if it's gonna be good or not. And it can look pretty in the trailers, but until I see, like, actual gameplay and see, like, test footage of it, I'm just gonna be like, yeah, okay, give me your best shot, you know? Like, I don't mean to be pessimistic about it, but also seeing what they did to my beloved murder kitty, I don't have much faith, you know? Like, they really lost any goodwill that I had for them with the whole cat debacle. And so did the community, really. Like, any goodwill I had just kind of went out the window there. They improved the face tracking in this game. I'm actually really worried about Black Frost, because a big draw and appeal from Long Dark is the fact that it's not just silent and isolate. You're not just alone, you're lonely. Exactly, Sunny. Yeah, I like the loneliness of it. I don't know. As long as they make it so that you can easily play Black Frost single player and that multiplayer is completely optional, that's perfect. It should be like Don't Starve Together. Because I think Don't Starve Together is a great example of how to take a popular single player survival game and make it multiplayer without taking away that core aspect of what made the game so fun. You know? I'm 100% playing Black Frost single player. I don't like multiplayer. I support you, Minty. It really is like, I don't know. Because I really love single player games because you can just play them whenever, you know? You don't have to like be like, oh, I gotta wait on my friends to show up, you know? Like, and look, I love my friends very much, and I love playing with my friends, but most of the time, it's like I just want to play a single player game. And that is like a problem with Don't Starve Together, is that like all the bosses in single player have like 20,000 health because they expect you to be playing multiplayer. They expect you to have friends to help you, so it's really difficult single player. So I'm hoping if they do have anything that like, I'm hoping that anything that is like multiplayer related will scale to the amount of players in the game. So maybe if you got 10 players, then yeah, give me a pack of Timberwolves that like number 25 or something. But if it's just me, give me 3 Timbies, you know? I hope whatever they have planned scales to the amount of players who are currently in the game, so that it's not like grossly unfair if you want to play it single player. Not going into Black Frost expecting the same experience as TLD. Exactly, Wolfgang. That's exactly it. Like, I mean, that's the reason I think I liked Cougar 1.0 so much, is because I had no expectations for it. Like, literally the only thing I wanted was something scary, deadly, and, like, stealthy. That's all I wanted. And they delivered that perfectly with 1.0. And yeah, sure, it had its flaws, but, like, I thought they did a great job, and my expectations were low, so it's like, yeah. I was like, yeah, give me something different. Give me something that I have to like do a panic hit on instead of like, you know, just walking towards it and shooting it in the face like everything else in this game. Okay, breathe. I could like feel myself losing air as the rant built up in my chest. Okay. My dog is she went to go sit by the door to indicate that she has to go out, but she's so tired she fell asleep. So I am going to take her out to go potty. We are going to, I just saved the game. Sorry that we didn't get any moose today, but we kind of had some adventures with Timbies, and it's good to just like work me back into TLD, you know? Because I've been away from TLD for a while, just because, you know, got distracted with other games and just wasn't feeling like playing it because I feel like I played too much of it and kind of burnt myself out. So it's like, you know. Trooper Barry, thank you so much. Minty, thank you guys so much. Trooper, have a great day at work. I hope it's amazing. I hope that you're hydrated and your skin is glowing. And Minty, it's great to see you as always. So, let's see who we can raid. Is anybody? I don't know, man. Let me do some browsing. Good luck on the book. Thank you, Trooper Berry. I appreciate that so much. Okay. TLD, who's playing? The dog. Olive, it's okay, baby. It's okay. I don't know. Oh, yeah. Might see you on the next stream. Well, thank you for stopping by, Wolfgang. It was nice to meet you. Okay, that's a good idea. Let's go raid another Jinn. Sound alert's broken. Oh, no. Okay. And bam. Excellent. Okay, sweet. Yeah, thank you guys all for hanging out. I really appreciate it. I know I've been hit or miss on the weekends just because, I have a social life and I've been hanging out with friends and doing stuff, and yeah, who knew having a social life would be so tiring? My god, like, it's ridiculous. But I will continue to stream on Wednesdays, and I may shift my schedule over to be on like maybe like Mondays and Wednesdays if the weekends don't work out, because I still want to try and get like 2 streams in per week. So maybe Mondays and Wednesdays would probably be good. I know it's so tiring. That's why I don't have one. Good one, Sunny. Wabba, Gingy, thank you guys so much. Trooper Barry, love you guys. Trizak, you the bomb. You the bomb. And to everyone else who popped in and decided to check it out, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Sorry that I rambled about the murder kitty way, way, way too much. And next time, we will get some broken ribs, hopefully. Or at least make a moose coat and then get 100% protection or whatever. But yeah, so we're gonna go send a raid off, so bye!